All right, everybody, welcome back to Everyday Whiskey. I'm Dan.
And I'm Mike, and this week we are doing Penelope. Big shock, I know.
We like Penelope.
We do have two unique offerings. We have the latest release, which is Havana, which Dan and I have been waiting all year for.
They've been teasing us for like a year.
Yeah, this has been a huge tease, so we're excited. We can't wait.
Yeah.
And then something that he just made a trade for, which isn't available in Jersey yet, unfortunately. But we wanted to bring it on because it's something cool. It is a Penelope cocktail. And this one is the Peach Old Fashioned. So definitely something a little new and different. You know, that'll be interesting.
So yeah,
but,
shout out to Grismondo Barbecue on Instagram.
Yes.
My buddy Tim, he actually got us this bottle from PA. And I traded him a Penelope. We did, ironically enough, for this. So if you want to follow Tim, it's at Grismondo Barbecue, GRISMUNDO BBQ.
Put it down below.
We'll put it down below.
Yep.
Tim's an awesome guy, great barbecue content. But all right, let's get into this. I have tried this, but I haven't drank it to dissect it.
And
so
you haven't told me anything, and I don't want you to tell me anything.
And obviously this is part of their Cooper series, which is released alongside with the Rio and then the Rio honey cast finish and all that stuff. So Mike and I tend to like the Cooper series.
Yeah, just a bit.
Considering the Rio still has our highest rated bourbon ever at a 9.8.
Listen, I still haven't found something to replace it. I found a lot of bourbons that come damn near close, but nothing that...
To me, this was definitely...
I'm going to go a little bit more just because... There we go.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, like I said, I don't think they missed with this one.
Let's give the audience... I mean, most of you probably know what this is. Let's give a little feedback. Penelope... Oh, that's the Cooper series. Oh, they have nothing that...
Nope.
Oh, wait, nope, here we go.
Do they have it?
Yes, it does. All right. Takes our straight whiskey on a world tour, pairing Penelope with unique casts from around the world, inspired by neon lights, warm Cuban nights, and mambo beats. Havana finishes our straight bourbon whiskey in rum barrels, renowned for their molasses confection and tropical sweetness. Let the flavors transport you to the charm of Old Havana. Non-chill filtered.
I feel like we should be like...
pretty cool. So
listen
here
to
we go.
We should listen to
Havana.
Miami Sound Machine while we're drinking this.
Right?
Come on, baby, do that conga.
I just...
Take it any longer. I think I don't know the words of this song.
Is there coconut in this? No, maple syrup and rum barrel.
Dude, the nose on this is just so... It's so sultry and clean, and it's just a smooth, silky nose. And that maple's 100% there. I don't get any rum. There's no rum on the nose.
No. The maple's very subtle, which I expect, especially after we did all those maple barrels. We kind of got really good at identifying
which I still need,
maple.
Tim, speaking of Grismondo Barbecue, I still need to give you back your maple whiskeys you loaned us for that episode.
Yeah.
It's been a year. Sorry.
I like the nose.
It's got a little earthiness,
It does.
Yeah, it's not just straight maple syrup or brown sugar.
It's not super sugary. It just smells like maple.
It's a really nice nose. There's not it's not overpowering, but it's nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Mm.
Oh wow, that's good. This tastes like one of Frank's concoctions.
Oh.
Dude, the brown sugar bomb that is this palate. Dude, it literally tastes like you're drinking brown sugar.
I get a lot of maple, a little bit of brown sugar. The maple blends with the toastedness from the rum barrel to impart a little additional sweetness.
This is really nice.
Not much oak, honestly.
No, I don't get any real wood.
Not a lot of oak or toast.
I think that maple is so powerful that it really kind of drowns out any sort of oak. It's really good. It's really goddamn good. And every time we do a new Penelope on this channel,
I like it better than real.
I don't know if I'm there. I think the Rio was just such a... I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
That the palate on Rio literally punches you in the mouth with flavor. This is more dialed back, more subdued, and less desserty.
I know, that's why I like it better.
I think it's more of your everyday kind of bourbon, where the Rio you gotta eat after a big meal. Or you gotta drink after a big meal.
And what do we got? We got 93 proof. Perfect proof.
Is it 3 or 5? It looks like a 5.
No, it's a 3.
Is it 3?
Yeah. for you to go to the optometrist.
I'm getting a sleep study on Monday.
I know. You might as well add another thing on there.
Apparently, I'm a snorer.
You're old now. This is what happens when you hit 30. Wow.
This is gonna be a hard score for me, man. Like,
nope,
it's
easy.
It's in the 9s.
Yeah. Very much so for me.
So, like, for me, this was, like, as solid of a 9.5 as you could get.
Wow, we're way off.
What do you have 0.4 points you could play with.
Yeah, I'm at 9.9.
I'm sorry. Do you want to just tie it with Rio at 9.8?
I like it better than Rio.
I just can't do 9.9. That's my
I
whole
like
thing.
it way better than Rio, which is why I'm at the 9.9.
So it looks like Penelope's just going to win another Whiskey of the Year again this year. So
100%. They probably will. Congratulations, 2025 Whiskey of the Year.
Let's do our first half decimal point.
Okay.
Ever.
9.85?
9.85 because you like it better than Rio. I don't like it better than Rio, but if you like it better than Rio, and you definitely were a bigger fan of Rio than I was, so it has to be a half decimal point.
This is like...
Let me put it in the log.
It's taking one thing out of Rio.
It's the over sweetness.
Yes. This dials that sweetness back just a little bit, but like the maple is super prominent.
But there's an earthy quality to it that like balances the whole thing out, which I don't know if that's the molasses.
100%. I will say, I think this would be fucking fantastic if they aged it in the Amburana cask instead of the rum cask. That I'd be willing to try.
I think that would be your perfect 10, depending on how that turns out.
Yeah. And nix the honey. Nix the honey out of the Rio. Just put this maple in Amburana.
Do another little schnip.
Or, they could double cask it. They could do they just literally take it out of the Havana cask and put it in the Amburana cask for a little extra.
Well, either way, at this point, this is the best whiskey Penelope has ever made. I guess, in our opinion.
In my opinion,
it was Rio still, but in Mike's opinion, this is the best whiskey that Penelope's ever made.
You don't.
No, we have the mock though, but it's not Rio.
No, I don't want. Because I kind of want to side by side it.
Remember I got drunk, I killed the bottle. Yeah. I tend to do that. Like I forget that we need bottles for episodes, and then I drink.
I know where
and
I can find
finish them.
I do know where I can find it, and they came down in price finally. So I'm not going to name names. Yeah, I never know who watches.
You know what, man? I literally had this little sip. It's so good.
It is so fucking good.
No, 9.85. That's
fine. We'll lock in right there.
Score.
I'm happy with that.
All right.
But yes, the account that I know that has it.
Fresh glasses.
They
I know you gotta finish.
They originally had Rio, and I'll put it out there because I'm not naming names. It was on the shelf, first release at $399. Finally!
Now you see me like $150.
Finally, this year they put it on sale for $199. So I'm gonna have a word with that manager and see if I can get him to come down. If he could come down another 100, I'll buy a Rio, and then we can side by side it.
All right, so let's have some fun. We're gonna try a cocktail. So Mike and I, right now, we are gonna start our new kind of RTD category within our scoring system this year. So the RTD, since it's not bourbon, we're gonna be scoring out of 5.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't imagine us having many of these throughout the year.
No.
We might only get to 3, and there you go. There's your top 3.
But this is so cool.
This is a really cool
that
bottle.
You can't. I couldn't not get it, and
I think that's really unique. And I'm down to try. I'll always try it. I'm always down to try something once. Let's story time with me again. Penelope Cocktails, crafted for backyard soirees, casual moments at home, and everything in between. The Penelope Peach Old Fashioned is made with straight bourbon and rye whiskey, peach bitters, and farm-sourced 100% pure maple syrup. Again with the fucking maple. Well, it's an old-fashioned. So
remember I made you that old-fashioned with maple syrup in it one time?
That makes sense.
It is the maple syrup in an old-fashioned is a game-changer.
This is our modern take on a classic cocktail. Delicious, always ready to pour. Enjoy the way you like it. Serve on the rocks or chilled. We're going neat.
We're drinking this naked.
We're doing it neat.
It's going to be naked.
80 proof. Wow. 80 proof. I like that.
So it's whiskey, technically. It's just it's an old-fashioned flavored whiskey.
I like that. It's not one of those RTDs that's 15%. Like this.
No, they went balls out. The only other the second strongest one is Proper Cock. That's 36% alcohol.
This will get you where you're going.
Which I'm thinking that's got to be an episode coming up where we go through the entire Proper Cock line.
What the fuck? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say it has no nose. Tell me
why like peaches.
I smell like
peaches for me.
Oh God, no! I smell like mint.
I smell basil.
Maybe that. I don't know.
I don't know. It smells awesome.
I get like peaches and spearmint.
It smells awesome.
Which I don't even know what the fuck else is in an old fashioned. So.
Oh my God, that's so good. It's so good. Woo! That's good. That's an old fashioned. That's an old fashioned.
I'll tell you what, it's definitely a hangover in a bottle, but
yeah,
fuck, it might be worth the hangover.
It might be worth the hangover here. Especially like, dude, you throw this on a couple rocks.
Yeah, I'm almost tempted to try it again on the rock.
We'll do that off camera. We're doing it naked on camera.
This is good. Just a little too sweet on the back end. Ever so slightly.
This is a 4.5.
But, I'm usually there.
Yeah, 4.5
easily
cocktail cherries here.
Yeah. There's just something a little sweet.
Yeah, but it's a peach old fashioned. It's going to be sweet. It has to be.
Peach bitter. So there's no actual peach.
But like you and me have tried a lot of different old fashioned, pre-made old fashions. This has got to be the best one.
So it is just bitters. That's
like,
interesting.
I would like to. You know what? I wish we had the proper cock old fashioned. Shout out to our buddy Rick Norman, who owns Garden State Distillery. We love you, buddy. They make one of the best old fashions in Ocean County, bar none. And I wish I had the proper cock to try next to this because that is my favorite.
Would be a good
that's my favorite RTD.
Yeah.
But this is really good. This is
fantastic.
Like without going to a bar,
that's fantastic.
Getting like a handmade one.
If you were to pour this over the rocks and serve it to me at a bar, I would think you made it behind the bar, not poured it out of a bottle. I mean, this is the most most ready to drink cocktail I've ever fucking had. If I've ever had a ready to drink cocktail.
4 or 5?
Hell yeah! Oh yeah! I'd go higher if you wanted to. I mean, I think this is excellent.
We got to make a new note here.
I'm a sucker for peaches and whiskey. So,
so we'll call it whiskey RTD.
Yeah.
If anybody knows, like RTD is like
ready to drink.
Ready to drink. That's like the lingo for the industry as far as that sounded douchey. Sorry.
RTD cocktails. But like again, most of them are like the On the Rocks brand. Just any other pre-made in a can cocktail, like all this shit, and like a lot of them are just they are what they say
they're overly sweet versions of these cocktails because they need to preserve the actual liquor, or they need to preserve
they're not the best things. You know, if you ask me, the money that you spend on a ready to drink, you could just buy the ingredients and make something better and more of it yourself.
Yeah. But I will say, like our buddy Rick, Proper Cock, really good RTDs.
100%.
High West makes probably one of the better Manhattan old fashioned combos. They are expensive, but they're really good. Jefferson's pre-made Manhattan,
haven't
really
had
good.
That yet.
So there are really good ones out there, but you have to pay for them.
Yeah,
like granted the Proper Cocks are the old fashions $20 for a pint. Everything else is $14.99 for a pint. But Jefferson's is $42.99. The High Wests are $27.99 for a pint.
Yeah.
Bullet, both of those are not that great.
And that's just the thing. So that you kind of summed it up right there. You're paying almost $30 for a pint.
But also you gotta remember, like you're spending $15 for a cocktail at a bar.
Yeah,
you're getting 4 or 5 cocktails for $30.
But my point is, it's hard to justify because I could also.
This is a fucking $7.50.
Well, that's justifiable. But for $30, I could go and buy some Evan Williams BIB, and then I could buy fucking whatever ingredients I need for like $10, and there you go.
You're right.
I can make multiple cocktails for a long time.
Well, either way.
Or metalcorn.
If you're in New Jersey and this comes to New Jersey, I hope it does.
This is fucking good.
This is awesome. But if you're in the Pennsylvania, New York, and or Delaware, and you're watching this video, you can actually get this there.
Do you know the MSRP?
$32.99.
Fuck. See, that's what I'm saying.
So if this was a bottle, if this was a pint, it'd be $16. That's a total. That's a steal.
A better steal.
And this is 80 proof.
Yeah.
The proof is crazy high on it.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, everybody, if you made it to this point, you watched our spiel on RTDs and watched me make weird faces all night. Thank you for watching the video. Please like the video as soon as you turn it on. Just like it.
Yeah, just do that.
Do that. Subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. Our subscriber numbers are going up. We finally crossed 500 subscribers. Only took almost 5 years. Labor of love. And then please comment anything mean, nice, in between, advice, That's perfect. Yeah. I appreciate it. Mike appreciates it. But everyone, drink responsibly. Have a happy St. Patrick's Day. Later.
Cheers.